Hi, my name is Visasha Fanas. This video will go through how children's oral language development from the ages of 0 to 8 years and how they are supported in the Australian Early Learning Framework known as the EYLF, and the key features of a learning environment that supports children's oral language development. Furthermore, there will be an example of a lesson that supports oral language development for the ages of 4 to 5 years old. Children's oral language development is done in stages, according to Fallow and Oakley. Stage 1, sound but no words, where babies from birth to 11 months cry, coo, and mimic the sounds their parents make. Babies progress to babbling, and that babbling becomes more competent with long and short vowel sounds. Stage 2, one-word statement stage. At 1 to 2 years, they say one word like cookie, which means I want a cookie. They have more receptive words in their vocabulary than expressive words at this stage. Stage 3, making words into phrases. At 2 to 3 years, they can say up to 50 to 200 words and are using the 2 to 3 word sentences. They are beginning to understand opposites like empty and full and can follow one-step instructions. Stage 4, using complete sentences. Ages 3 to 6-year-old children can understand many different sentences and their speech has become a lot clearer to understand. They are using past tense and present tense in conversations, and by the time they are 6 years, they are using a variety of commands, questions, and explanations. Stage 5, language symbolically. Between the ages of 6 and 8 years, the children can use their oral language in a range of conversational contexts, with using adjectives, nouns, verbs, and in longer sentences. When children are 7 to 8 years old, they are using full native language. An environment that supports communication should be welcoming to the children and families. It should have interactive activities that can be used in both social and independent interactions and must be placed at child level, and provide children with space to display their work. The walls should have pictures, symbols, and text for educators to draw children's attention to the different aspects of communication, along with time for the educator to engage in conversation with the children and families. And through the EYLF, the educators can support children's oral language development by following the EYLF, belonging, being, and becoming, where these values are embedded in the following 5 principles that are respectful relationships, partnerships with families, high expectations and equalities, respectful diversity, and reflective practices. This learning experience is for children 4 to 5-year-olds. Mystery bag. How does this develop oral language in children? By taking turns in conversation, by asking the children what they think could be in the mystery bag today. Can anyone guess? They could give you the opportunity to tell you what is in the bag today, and ask them what colors could it be. Then you could start narrowing it down with some questions like, is it big or small? Do you think it could have wheels or not? Make sure everyone has had a turn to talk. At the end, while showing the children what is in the bag, you could say, this is a frog and this is a horse. Did anyone guess correctly what was in the bag? This learning experience will be delivered in the Early Learning Center, and the teaching method that will support this activity will be circle time. An extension could be a mystery letters in the bag, or an alteration could be the sensory bag with the fuzzy pom-poms, pair of dice, and so on in the bag. This could support children with sensory autism. In conclusion, children's oral language development is done in stages, according to Fallow and Oakley. Furthermore, the key features that supports oral language development comes from the learning outcome 5. Children are effective communicators. This shows the environment supports children's oral language development. Moreover, the early learning framework fosters children's oral language development, and that the educator have the responsibility to follow and abide by the EYLF to provide children with a learning experience.